What's going on, guys? It's the Mike and Rich podcast. How we doing tonight?
Yo, happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, man.
And what, Valentine's Day Eve?
Valentine's Day Eve, that's right. Yeah.
Day Eve, man. Lot happening this week, man.
Yeah, man. It's definitely been a lot of TV, a lot of stuff going on.
How was your week?
It was pretty good. Definitely watched a lot of TV. Had a show yesterday. With my band at the Chubby Pickle. That's pretty cool.
At the Chubby Pickle, New Jersey, bro.
That's right, in the Atlantic Highlands.
There you go.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a fun spot. You know, we always have a good time there.
Yeah, I wish I was partying. I seen the videos and the lives you guys were doing. It looked fun.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm just like super tired and hoarse, but I'm here. I'm making it work. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had the kiddo all day today while the wifey worked. So
Okay.
I had a good solid 10 hours of playing with like a 1.5-year-old. So I'm on the level. I am on the level.
That's awesome, man. I'm just saying what's up in the chats and stuff.
Yeah, you want to say what's up in the chat? What's up, chat? Yeah, I was gonna say the LA Rams just beat Cincinnati by 3 points, bro. 23-20. Super Bowl champs.
Super Bowl champs. That's crazy.
So, so what's going on?
No, not too much, man. You know, I did a little shopping this week.
Yeah, they good.
Yeah, man. I got this cool Nelson Muntz Funko Pop.
Oh.
So that was pretty neat.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, man. And then I picked this up. This Mcfarland DC Universe Batman and Azrael. It's pretty cool.
I like it. Hold on. Before you put that away, show the back of that thing, man, because it's got this flame thing. Yeah. So that's like what it's supposed to look like when you put the figures together with the flames. Now, obviously, I don't know about the back end flames, but
the back end flame is a background.
Okay, yeah. And then you got the bottom. It's the bottom flame. Okay.
Yeah, the bottom flame thing right there. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That looks
I'm gonna do some cool stuff with it. You know, Freddy vs. Jason or something like that. Who knows?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can use it for a bunch of things.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. It'll be cool. Maybe like some background stuff or, I don't know. Whatever.
Let me go through let me go through my pops for the week.
Sure, what you get?
All right, so I did get my daughter Winnie the Pooh, which obviously it's not in there because she had to play with it.
Got it.
She had to play with it. I'll throw it back in there. I got the I've been trying to get all the Alice in Wonderland ones, so I finally got the Queen and the King. I didn't get them in blacklight yet. I haven't came across it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Coming soon.
I did get the Freddy one that came out, the skiing Freddy.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought
Freddy Funko.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty cool, and I know these guys usually jump up in price. Pretty quickly if they're cool or whatnot. So
absolutely,
who knows? And then
is that for like the Winter Olympics or something?
I guess so. It doesn't say Olympics; it just says
Freddy Funko.
Yeah, the ski Freddy or whatever. And then I got Carnage from the Venom sequel. So
nice.
I don't have a Carnage one. It was and I couldn't find the one where it's like half faced.
Right.
But if I come across that one, maybe I'll pick that one up too.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's always good to get some new Funkos, man. It's always fun. I try to get most of my Funkos at BootTube Collectibles at Englishtown. Yeah. They always have like good deals, and they definitely have like a lot of stock. So yeah, it's pretty cool to check out.
I did see all their Dragon Ball stuff that he got this week.
That was a different store. There's another.
Oh, that was a different store. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you got BoobTube. They sell pops. They sell Mezco, Pokemon cards, comic books.
Yeah, because I've seen all the Dragon Ball ones. And there was a couple cool ones I wanted to snag off them.
Yeah, so they got BoobTube, and then the other guy is Funkenstein. Funkenstein, wrestling super.
He's got all the wrestlers, right? Yeah.
So he does a lot of wrestling stuff, but he also, he dabbles in everything. He has tons of pops and stuff like that.
Nice.
They buy, sell, and trade there. They always have like tons of stock.
Now they're not a sponsor. We just like the store, you know.
Yeah, you know, like they're fun and they help me out, you know, in my endeavors as far as like, you know, action figures and.
Hey, we like to give shout outs to local businesses, bro. It's all about, you know,
community stuff. So. That's right.
What's up there, Johnny?
Hey.
How was your week, bro? So, all right, man. Well, you know what? Yeah. Well, you know what, man? Let's get into it, man. We had a good week of some cool stuff, man.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into keeping the peace with Peacemaker.
All right. So I'm super excited and I'm super sad at the same time because we only get one more, man.
I know, dude. Like, it's definitely. You got to think about it like this. Think about it like a movie. You know, like I got a nice long Peacemaker movie. Yeah. You know, kind of. You know, if you watch it, I mean, we're watching it week to week. You know, it's like everybody else.
Yesterday, I threw on that the Suicide Squad and fast forwarded to the part where they were going through like the little village, like hacking people up, and just like he took out the whole. Like her whole family, like that was like such a hard, like how are they gonna deal with it? And she was like, "All right, I guess we'll help you." And I was like,
"That was crazy." That was crazy.
We didn't see anybody.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a lot of dead bodies in Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, that part was so good.
Yeah, no, that was cool. But this episode was, it was definitely like a lot of action. I would say probably just some craziness. I mean, first off, you got to see the White Dragon's like super suit.
Oh yeah, and it's really like an Iron Man suit in essence. Like he's got
basically,
you know, he can fly around, he can shoot projectile energy, blasts.
And a lot of people are saying that in the comic chats and stuff like that there's a couple plot holes in between some of this stuff.
Plot holes.
So basically, his dad works for Hydra. They didn't really talk about that.
That kind of goes hand in hand with the white supremacy thing.
Right. Or a division of Hydra. I'm not exactly sure. This the science division. I forget. Well, Hive. I believe that's what it is. Yeah. So also they were saying that the whole helmets thing, that was also like a slit from like Suicide Squad as well too. So you know, you got those hardcore fans that like try to find all the little stuff, you know, and like exploit or whatever.
Oh yeah, they're gonna pick through every scene, man. You know, it's just...
But I mean, it's so hard to say anything bad about the show. Peacemaker it's a work of art, bro. It's so good. Like,
let's just talk about Vigilante for a minute, man. Like Vigilante, bro.
He's one of my favorites.
He's like that dude that's just like he's got his back no matter what, dude. Like the second he got a chance, he started shooting the gun at him and like and then he threw the grenade.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Threw it immediately.
That's it, dude. He didn't even care. What was the line? You don't need. There's no bad time to rock or something like that.
There's no bad time to rock.
He threw the grenade. I was like, he's kind of my hero in this series. Like, I love John Cena, dude. Now, I love what everybody's doing, but I think Vigilante like takes the cake on like
for sure
surprise.
He's a great like sidekick for sure. I mean, people would say Eagly is the sidekick.
He does get annoying, and Eagly comes like close second or third, you know. But
yeah,
you know, he does get annoying when he's like just like banter or whatever. But he's like such a badass when he needs to be.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like when he was in the prison and he messed up all those dudes, that was nuts, man.
Or even when he was like, "Move over, I'll snipe all these people, like all the kids and everything."
He's like tapped him on the shoulder all soft. He's like, "Move over, big guy."
Yeah, and he was like, he shot the kids and like the wife and like it was crazy.
Like, Brother Bear, boom,
yeah, pow, pow, pow. So yeah, that was crazy, dude. So. He is awesome in this whole series. He was great in this episode. I'm surprised they didn't give him the chainsaw, but who knows? The series isn't done yet. It isn't done yet. So.
Well, I thought it was pretty cool that they included Economos Steve Agee. He's definitely like I would say like my second or third like. He's so cool. It's just funny.
Well, he's the guy in the chair. You always need a guy in the chair that knows their way around IT. or nothing happens.
Here's what's funny, man. And like, I'm not trying to blow up a spot or anything. I'm a huge fan, but he has a TikTok, and it's like, he's just starting out or whatever. But it's funny because he's like making fun of himself, not knowing how to do it, and he's like always a tech guy kind of.
That's awesome.
But it's not like, it's very like subtle.
Hey man, you know what? When you blow up that quick and you're just not used to certain platforms and stuff, it takes you a while, but I'm sure he'll get it. And,
Oh yeah, for sure. He's super funny, man.
Monetize
he's
it up.
Comedian, he's definitely got a lot of projects and stuff like that lined up after this, I'm sure, because he was just so funny in this, man.
Yeah,
especially Vigilante too.
Yeah, no, he was good, man. He was really good. I think they're all really good, man. Obviously we lost Murr in this episode.
Yeah, that was a little sad, but I mean, I kind of had a feeling it was coming.
Kind of knew it was coming since the monkey was out of the bag on that one.
Yeah, we got to say no survivors with the butterflies. So all those people that we saw now get infected. With that cool monster.
The cow
montage.
The monster. Oh yeah. That was like so cool, dude.
That was like so cool.
That was like probably the highlight of this series so far for me, was that. Like, I could probably watch that like 5 times in a row and still be excited about it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely really cool. I mean, the special effects were awesome with it. The song matched up great. I mean, like I love when they take time with the music and they just like pick a random song. Like this was perfect. Exactly. It was a perfect song.
Quentin Tarantino is like really good at that. Like he could always line up a good song with a good montage, and like they just hit it on the mark with this one too. So.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, like all the rock music period. Just
they were jamming, dude.
This whole season. Like it's really cool, and
not a bad time to rock. Never a bad time to rock.
That's right. And when she opened those doors and all those butterflies flew into the police station, oh man, that was crazy. We actually got to see, other than her, because like we never seen a butterfly actually go into somebody until we saw it go into her.
Yeah.
So we didn't realize how like bloody it was. And I felt like they kept the gore to like the end. Like there's definitely some gory stuff in it. But I feel like there's even more now, and it's just going to get crazier. And I feel like this last episode is going to be really nuts.
Oh, well, they're about to go after the cow. Okay. So you got,
that was crazy looking.
You got every police force imaginable looking for Peacemaker.
Right. And then one particular squad is all butterflies.
Which I'm sure they're going to be affecting more people as they go. Because there was a lot more butterflies than people left. That's right.
You're correct. So. Yeah, we could just imagine like they got the prisoners too.
Oh, they probably get the town.
They probably got the whole town. Let's just assume that. Yeah.
So they said it could take weeks for them to die, without any food.
Right. I did hear that. Yes.
So what is going to be their plan B after they kill the cow? They're obviously going to kill the cow.
I mean, I think their plan B. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Just because maybe there is a way for them to survive is for the butterflies to leave, because if they just like leave, because if they just like come out and leave, maybe these people are savable, because now we know what happened to them. I have no idea, okay. I'm just taking a little stab in the dark because I feel like we're definitely gonna get a season 2. Like we have to, man. Like, it's just,
come on now. We were getting a season 2 after the first episode. After the dance routine, we were getting a season 2.
Well, I mean, listen, John Cena is a very busy guy, and he has a lot of projects. And I get that he's loving Peacemaker right now. I mean, like if you go on John Cena's Instagram, that's his like, nice. Well, it's the comic book version of Peacemaker, but it looks a little bit like him, and that's his like, his profile picture.
He's all about it, man. I would be too. I'd be proud of this project, man. It's a good project for him.
He's killing it, bro. He's killing it.
Crushing it, dude. Like, and it brought DC up to here and like in preparation for Batman coming out. So like DC's on a high right now. Like you wouldn't believe like that they haven't been in years.
Well, I mean, they, like
it's probably Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
It takes a while, obviously, to get these projects going. And, like, I feel like they're always like competing, and like Marvel, it's like, Marvel says something, then DC's like, well, we got to say something, and they really fell behind a little bit. they had other like side projects, but with the movies they kind of fell behind. You know, like Wonder Woman 1984 was not that great.
Yeah, that one wasn't that good. The first one was awesome, dude. The first one was so
really
good, dude.
I didn't like Cheetah's like whole like transformation and stuff.
It took her a while, and
there was a lot of things that I didn't like about it. But I feel like everybody kind of felt that way, and it kind of like, you know, I feel like it kind of was like a hard hit also because of the whole Batfleck thing, you know, like because they had a Batman lined up and ready to go to do all these things, and like he did 2 projects, was supposed to lined up to do like 6 projects or 8,
and they're like, let's just go a different direction with Batman.
Well, it's not even just that. I mean, like, he didn't like the negativity either, and a lot of the responsibility fell in his lap.
Yeah.
To be able to do some of this stuff, and I think he just didn't want to do it. He didn't like the backlash. He didn't like the fact that people were making fun of him. Who would like that?
Yeah.
You know. So I think he was just like, I'm done with it. You know, and I'm gonna just do my thing,
finish out the contracts, and you know,
make some other stuff, and that's it. So they went with Robert Pattinson for the Batman, and I feel like, you know, Ben Affleck's going to be kicking himself after this, because this could have been him.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be big no matter what.
Yeah, I think so too. It's another Batman movie, you know.
There's so much buzz. There's more buzz around it than I thought there was going to be. And the fact that the way that they're going to do it is they're going to make it really gritty again. I feel more like the Tim Burton style, to where like it's going to be more like the original first 2 a little bit, just a little darker, not so much hokey, you know. Sure. So I'm definitely excited for that. I mean, I know that they've done that with the Christian Bale ones and stuff like that too, but you know, I don't know. I think Peacemaker and Batman would be a good fight.
That would be a good fight. I don't know how long of a fight it would be, but I think Batman would have him on that one. But
yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, they're both just regular dudes. They're like, you know, not the superhero or super villain technically, but the hero or the, you know, like, and I mean, I know that like Peacemaker's trying not to be a villain anymore, you know, like that's basically, I mean, he never was a villain.
Yeah.
He was just misinterpreted and a dickhead. So like,
yeah, well, like, he would kill any man, woman, or child if it meant freedom or peace.
Yeah. No, it was crazy.
Yeah,
the backstory with his brother was nuts.
That was nuts, man. That was crazy. You know,
the thing like with Eagly was sad, bro. Like, you know, like there was definitely like a lot of emotions. There's a ton of them.
I think this next episode is just gonna be balls to the wall, and they're just gonna like fight and kill everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And how about Judo Master chilling out at like the
leprechaun? The leprechaun?
Yeah, that's what they called him. Oh my god, bro. That was so funny. He messed those dudes up.
Yeah, he just keeps popping up, and I just like, I don't understand why, and I'm hoping that they're gonna like wrap him up good in the next episode of like, just, you know, obviously they hired him for some kind of security, but like he's just been like off the beaten path the entire time. Like,
I think it's gonna be something like Amanda Waller hired him, and like he just like, you know, it'll be something dumb like that.
Be something dumb like that.
Yeah, I mean, like she has like a laundry list or grocery list of you know, super villains that she can, you know,
pick and
she can use.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, she has control over all of them with that chip in the head, so, or the neck. So I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that season 2 of Peacemaker will have more. It'll have some cameos. For sure. We're gonna get some like cooler villains to come through.
For sure.
Like, I would say like maybe they'd get some people from like Suicide Squad. I mean, I'm sure they can do like a cool King Shark type thing. I mean, there's so many things they could do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, and this season was such a great premiere season, man. Like, you know, like once the you know, they obviously announced a date for the second one. I'm gonna watch this one again. You know, it's just
for sure.
It's gonna be one of those that are gonna hold value, and like just you can watch anytime. And exactly like you said, you can watch Deadpool anytime and still enjoy it like it was like your second or third time watching it. You know, it's like I think it's going to go down that route. So, and I'd hope we get a, I don't know if they're going to get into a movie or another Suicide Squad situation where he's in it or whatnot, but I'd like to see him in some
know. I feel like he's going to be his own thing.
He's just going to be his own thing now, just a TV show.
Yeah.
Just the show.
I mean, you figure it like this. In the Suicide Squad, there was only one person that was not on paper going to die, and that's Harley Quinn. That's their bread and butter. Of course, they're not going to kill her. Okay. So everybody else in those movies were expendable. And they showed us that on like storming beach to Normandy, and like everybody got just like obliterated.
Hey, the Weasel survived, bro.
Yeah, did he? At the end?
At the end of the credit scene or whatever.
Oh, that's hilarious. I did not see that.
He's gonna go kill more children. He killed like 27 children or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. Weasel.
Terrible.
Such a bad character. Oh man, DC's full of them. I know we talk about the Condiment King a lot, but that's just like, that's just a great example. I don't know if I said it, but there's a famous henchman in DC. And he helps out a lot of bad guys, and his name is Henchy. Henchy,
really original, bro. I can't think of anything else.
No, not at all. Not like Henry the Henchman, right. No, Henchy.
Well, you know what, man? I'm excited for for this week, man. It's gonna be the season finale. They're gonna go balls to the wall, and
yes, I can't wait.
They're gonna set it up for a next one. It's gonna be probably the best season finale we've seen.
Oh my god, yes. Time. I hope it's not too much of a cliffhanger, like a cutoff, because we're probably not going to get it to like, next year, and that's a little long to wait.
It's going to be at least a year for sure.
Who knows, man? I mean, it might strike with the buzz. I mean, you're dealing with a movie director who's doing a television show.
Yeah.
And they had contracts with DC and HBO, so like, who knows? They even could do like, they could do their own thing.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
I'm interested. Like I said, I'm usually not one to dig DC stuff, but
I know, man. I love DC though. I know you're not a huge DC fan, but I love DC.
Peacemaker is definitely the way to go, man. It's a good show. Sure. Can't wait till Wednesday. So I'll probably watch it on Wednesday and then probably watch it.
No, it's on Thursdays.
Or Thursdays. That's right.
Yeah.
South Park's on Wednesday. Yeah.
That's right. Thursdays on HBO Max.
Nice.
But yeah, that was Keeping the Peace of Peacemaker. We're definitely excited for the last season finale, man.
Yes, sir. And I didn't watch South Park this week. Did you?
Oh, I did. We'll talk about it later.
All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't watch it, so
I won't like spoil too much,
I just didn't get a chance to.
Yeah. I'll briefly talk about it, but I'll do that later. All right. But all right, let's do the Futurama thing. So Futurama is getting picked up by Hulu. Now, this is like the third time that Futurama has been resurrected. Okay.
Yeah.
So they've been either canceled or they stopped or whatever the reasons were, so John DiMaggio is one of the guys who does Bender, and he's a great voice actor. He does a lot of stuff. And basically they were, I guess, renegotiating their contracts, and he's a big star.
Yeah.
And I guess he wanted more money than either what they offered him.
It's crazy. I just watched a video yesterday, like on Facebook scrolling, and it was like all about him, and he's got like a ranch in Texas, or he's just living his best life, man. Like,
well, got that cartoon money, but I mean, he's a great guy, and he knows what he's worth, and I trust that he's making the right decision. Do I think they'll go forward without him? Probably. They're doing table reads this Monday with a couple people. So I don't know if like the whole catchphrase thing is like his, or like how they do that. But I know that was a lot of him in the character. So I don't know how they're gonna go about it, but Bender's a huge part of Futurama.
Yeah.
And you better give him his money.
Yeah.
Because
he also might have something signed to where it's like anything created in that character, they own.
I'm sure. It's just like anything else like that. Yeah. But I mean, I hope for the show's sake that we get the.
I love Fry, man. Fry's my main man, dude.
Well, Billy West does all those voices. He does Fry, he does Zoidberg, and he does the Professor, and then he does a couple like side people. So like they got one person right there to do like 5 people, you know, potentially 6,
like half the cast.
Yeah, like he's doing half the cast, kind of like Hank Azaria, you know, like on The Simpsons, you know. So yeah, or Nancy Cartwright, you know, like they're you know, just great. I really do love voice actors. It's like it's kind of a passion of mine to like I can hear something, but oh, you know, that's E.G. Daily. Oh, that's, you know, Nancy Cartwright or who, you know, whoever. Or Tara Strong, you know, like it's crazy how, you know,
I'm a Mark Hamill fan myself.
Oh, I love Mark Hamill, bro. I think Mark Hamill's one of the best Jokers, you know, like he's my favorite for sure. Like he does a lot of cool stuff too that like you wouldn't even know. Like a lot of people didn't know that Mark Hamill did Skips in regular show. And Skips wasn't even like a main character, but he also did like other voices and stuff like that. And I love regular show. It's definitely like one of my favorite animated series in that time. And you know, John DiMaggio, he did the voice of Jake on Adventure Time. You know, so like that got like super big too, but like that ended.
Adventure Time was like huge.
It had like a really big following. It was strong in the beginning. And then it kind of like I felt like it kind of tapered down a little bit, and then it became this like cult following when people started to think that it was going to end, and it went on for way longer than anybody thought.
Yeah, that's right.
And anybody thought, but it was such a cool thing. And like I remember, like I watched the last episode of the show with my son, and we loved it. It was great. It was like a cool like battle and stuff like that. Like the Ice King's all in there, and you know everybody's doing their own thing, and it was really cool. But then they showed that HBO had like another thing like that's coming out, and we watched that. And it's like all these things, like it's so they're not like really like letting go exactly. Like they're coming out with more stuff still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The main show has ended, but
okay,
yeah. So I hope Joe gets his or John. I keep saying Joe. John gets his money because he's definitely one of my favorites.
And Bender makes a show, dude.
Yeah,
Bender and Fry.
It's super funny.
Like,
but bite my shiny metal ass.
Yeah, without those two, it's like, no, I don't think it'd be.
Yeah, no, Fry's great. Billy West is awesome. He's definitely like, because that's like, I feel like that's the closest to like his original voice, you know, is Fry.
Sure.
And it's just so cool to hear. I hear it in other stuff too, you know, that he does. He'll do like something else. It's like a similar style. But it's gonna be great, man. I'm ready for Futurama.
I like it. All right, what you want to do next, man? You want to just get into the disappointment?
All right, yeah, let's do it. All right, so this is Chewin the Fett.
All right, let's talk about Boba Fett, man. And you know what? And all right, I'll give you like half of this episode was cool. Like when the fight scene was cool, the Rancor was cool. You know,
yes, the Rancor was awesome, bro.
You know?
I thought the Rancor was cool. I didn't like the whole like dumb King Kong
climbing King Kong thing. Yeah, that was like.
I get that like a Rancor can't be like let go of like from its master, and it would go crazy just like any big ass creature.
Sure.
But my gripe wasn't with the Rancor.
No.
My gripe, I guess, of the whole episode, and I'm just gonna get right fucking to it.
Was the Power Rangers?
No, it was not the Power Rangers.
The 180 no scope.
No, that was cool, but it was the fact that they kept shooting all these force fields, bro, and like we talked about this briefly during the week, and you had mentioned something like, you know, like we don't have force fields in our world, but they have force fields in their world all the time, and like they know that like
what works against the force field. They know what works against it, what doesn't, right? You would think.
You would think that they would know, but clearly they didn't.
Yeah.
Now we talked about like small strategies like them like shooting out like the ground and the sand to like make a trench, so these things like
Tremor style,
all over.
Tremor
You know,
style. Yeah.
yes, you know, but they didn't even do anything like that. It was really just like useless shooting with guns all over the place and just everywhere. And I don't know, man, that it kind of pissed me off a little bit because it was a lot of that.
Yeah,
you know, like when I could have saw more with like Cad Bane or somebody like that, or more with like Boba and Mando like flying around and shooting people. Like I wanted to see more of that.
all right.
You know,
here's my gripe. All right, so you get this episode, and the chick does the rundown of like, all right, well, we got people stationed here, and we got the Wookiee here, and we got this person here, and we
all
got
their
this
good people
person
separated.
Here. You know, there's only like 6 of them, so it really doesn't matter. And they keep showing this massive city, dude, like this massive city, and they're like, you know, we got the teenagers here. We got, you know, the one Wookiee over there, you know, surrounded by all these lizard people who obviously hate Wookiees. And, you know, it's just like this whole
pig
thing.
Guys, yeah.
You know, and the robot's like, oh, hey, you know, someone's out here. And even he says it. Even he says it. He's like, well, I thought we were, you know, in a fortress type thing. And he goes out there and he's like, I brought my friends. And then like 20 people jumped. I was like, so it's not just one person snuck in. It was like a whole army snuck in. Nobody's seen it, and it was just like, come on, man, like that's whack, dude. You ain't gonna hold the city with like 6-10 people max.
Yeah.
Even when the reinforcements came, what they have 20 people in like one little ship.
Why were they counting so much on that dumb little Freetown? Like
there was like literally like
all their stock was in that them coming, you know, like
one vehicle, and like they were all in one vehicle.
There was like 6 dudes, bro.
It was like 6.
It was like 6 dudes from the town. Come on.
It was cool. He's healing up the marshal. You know, obviously that dude's gonna put a bunch of weird stuff in him, and he's gonna
he's gonna mod him out. Yeah. Well, he's gonna give him the armor that he needs, I feel, but in a different way. We'll see, or maybe like some kind of gunslinger hand. You know,
I don't know. I feel like he got shot here, so it's gonna be like an arm, or it's gonna be like a chest piece, or you know, something like that. So,
yeah, no, it was cool to see that at the end, because I do like that character. Also, Cad Bane. I don't really. I'm not saying that Cad Bane's dead. I don't think he is. He's just too big of a character.
He got stabbed, man. And they were talking about how old he was, and you're like, you're an old man.
I mean, it's possible that they did it just for like some like lore and fanboys to go crazy, because I feel like that was the Boba Fett trick. It was like you gave us legendary characters. Mm-hmm. You gave us so many different other species of different things that we never seen before, like the girls with the human faces and the tails. They never really showed them as like flesh colored people, kind of. They always kind of showed them as weird colors,
or like Jedi, you know.
Yeah, and the guy too, and the mayor's dude or whatever, you know. I don't know, man. Like it was definitely like just the Hutts, you know. Like there were so many like. It was just like they kept giving you the character. And I think the reason why they did that, and I hope it's not, but I think the reason why they did that is to see what really scaled high.
Yeah, what sticks. And they're throwing spaghetti at walls, you know? It's the same thing.
They don't need to do that. They can just check out the podcast.
Obviously, everybody likes the the assassin lady. You know, she's cool.
Yeah, Fennec Shad. Shad is one of my favorites. I do like her a lot.
She's like 60, dude. She looks great.
Yeah, no, she looks great. She does. Now, my background is Fortnite, and the reason why that is because, I love the game, and they got all the Boba Fett skins in it. Mm-hmm. So they got Fennec Shad, and they got I don't know if I'm saying it's like Christianship. The Wookiee.
Oh yeah, the Wookiee.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
They got Boba, and they got some stormtroopers and stuff like that. And then they had Mando in like previous series and stuff. So like it's kind of cool to get all that kind of stuff, and we're just getting like new Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I
feel like the last 3 episodes were like Mando episodes. Like, and Boba Fett was like a guest star in the last one. Like them flying around was obviously cool. you know, but it was just like, he's like such a wussy in it, dude. Like he was like, hey, I think we should do this. And then like the teenager's like, nah, man, we're going to stay here because we're heroes now. And he's like, okay. And it's like, what are you doing, man? Like, did the Sarlacc eat your balls, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, seriously, bro.
That's so
like,
funny. I'm waiting for Johnny to say something in the chat. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
Like, why is he like such a wuss, man? Like, he's just like taking suggestions everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a leader, man. A leader doesn't take suggestions everywhere. Like, they have their counsel, they listen. But like, they ain't taking it from the peanut gallery, man. Get out of here with that crap, you know?
Yeah.
And then all the teenagers who like this town and these people and being heroes. Like, he practically hired them because they were shitty thug teenagers,
stealing
like,
water,
stealing and shit, and like
stealing water.
Nobody was doing anything about it because it's a lawless fucking town, you know. So you're not. I don't know, man. It's just kind of this season was just weird. This whole series is just weird.
The whole series was weird, but I feel like the whole series was like a window.
The Luke thing was all like everything except Boba was cool.
Right, but it was a window into what is coming next think of it like this. Think of it like a commercial. Okay, it was like a long commercial series, and it's like, this is what we're gonna bring. I didn't say it was. This is what we're gonna bring you. Okay, so we're gonna bring you Mando, and this is what's gonna happen in Mando. So like, we know that you're waiting for it, and we're gonna give you all the stuff. You got the black saber or the dark saber. You got Grogu. You got Grogu's armor. He might have a lightsaber with him,
and he knows the Force a little bit.
Yes, he has new Force powers.
He can fly an X-wing.
And he can fly an X-wing. So we show well R2D2 helped him, but But so they showed us that. So that was one thing. They showed us the Hutts. So we know that they're alive in the universe. Okay. So if they want to bring some shit with like the Han Solo stuff, like those movies or whatever, they could bring the Hutts into that now, kind of make a little bit of sense. I don't know. Who knows? Or it can be in the Obi-Wan show. We have no idea. Or the Ahsoka. Like, we don't know. And there's so many.
Do you think Darth Maul is going to be in the Obi-Wan show?
I hope so. I mean, like, that's the storyline that I would appreciate. I mean, yeah, it's the storyline I would appreciate because let's face it, okay? If you went back and you watched the original, not the original, the episode 1, 2, and 3,
the prequels,
episode 1, 2, and 3,
the prequels,
the prequels. If you go back and watch them, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. Okay, I get that everybody's whatever with Jar Jar and stuff like that, but don't even get me started with like the lore of like Darth Jar Jar and everything like that. But there's so many different things in it, and I feel like people dismiss them because there is some hokiness in it.
Sure.
I get that they're using the Force to feed people pears and shit, and like riding on dumb little animals.
Well, you know what, man, I'm and that's cool, yeah. Because if I knew the Force, it would I'd do ridiculous stuff all the time. I get it. I get that part. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but to show it is corny.
Yeah,
you just got to assume that he can pick a pear up and eat it in the air. You don't need a show. You're just wasting time on shit that you could be throwing lightsabers at people with the Force. That's what we want to say.
Here's my reasoning why. Okay, I feel like they are going to bring Darth Maul into it because they're doing so much Clone Wars stuff. Clone Wars was such a success. Number one. Number two, Favs already has the rights to that.
Yeah, they want Amelia Clark bad to be in Star Wars again.
Right. Well, Jon Favreau, he already had, because he helped with that product. That's his, like Clone Wars, like that. How do you think he got into the game in the first place? Like, so, and he does a voice, I believe, on there too. I believe he's like a trooper or something.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, like, I feel like they're gonna take storylines from that. So if they do that, it's very heavy in Ahsoka. I don't know. Did you watch Clone Wars or you didn't watch? Okay.
I watched like probably a couple episodes of the first season. I wasn't into it. I don't like Anakin for some weird reason.
I get you don't like him.
I just don't like him, and it's a whole show about him. It's just like he's just always in it. No.
I would give you this. There's a whole season with him for sure, and then after that, in the rest of the seasons, he's just in spurts. It's really about her, Ahsoka, and Yoda and Obi-Wan, and the bad guys, General Grievous and Count Dooku. It's very big with them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, dude. I feel like a lot of Star Wars fans are like that. They don't give it a chance. They don't watch it. But Clone Wars is money, bro. I'm telling you, it's really good.
What was it? 9, 10, like 11 Star Wars movies, bro. Clone Wars is probably like 11 to me.
Yeah, but I mean, look at what's that one movie? What's that one movie that they came out with that wasn't related to the story?
We had Rogue One.
There you go, Rogue One.
I thought Rogue One was way better. That was awesome.
I do not fall asleep watching movies in a theater.
Oh, okay. You fell asleep during that?
I fucking fell asleep.
Okay.
I fell asleep during a Star Wars movie, bro.
That's crazy too.
And you know how much I love Star Wars.
Were you really tired? Like, were you working the late night and, just went to a midnight showing? And
Nope. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I liked Rogue One. I thought it was cool, man.
Fell asleep. I gave it another shot, of course, and the ending is awesome.
So good, dude. The ending is
such a good ending.
So good,
but I can't say that the ending saved the movie.
It had like such an Empire Strikes Back feeling at the end that it was just like, I thought
Vader cutting it up.
I thought they hit that part was just a side. That was like dope. Like I stayed on a plane once because like we landed and I was like, nah, Darth Vader's about to like wreck shop. Y'all can go. Y'all can go. Like so funny. I was the last person off the plane because I was like sitting there watching them tear stuff up. It was like totally worth it.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I don't know. I liked this episode, and we liked the last 3, and the last 3 were the best because, I mean, let's face it, there was no Boba in it, like it was all Mando, and we're hyped up on Mando, and it's the same thing that I've been saying. If we would have got this Boba Fett show first, which makes more sense, then I feel it would have been more success.
Well, here's the thing that I feel like they didn't hit the head on. Is that Boba Fett's supposed to be a badass? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to see a badass retire and watch a show on him retiring, I want to see the book of Boba Fett. I want to see him fucking shit up, dude. I want to see him, like, taking out gangsters or, going across the universe. And, like Mando took over the bounty hunting thing, so they feel like they can't do 2 bounty hunters.
Well, right. But the reason why I feel like they called it the Book of Boba Fett was because Mando goes by the code of the Mandalorian. Okay. He has his own thing. The Jedi go by their own code. The Sith go by theirs. This is Boba's. Yeah. Like he brought his thing into it. Yeah. And his thing is like, instead of being what I used to be as like a ruthless bounty hunter, I'm going to be more of like a, I don't know. Like
so let me ask you. So before Book of Boba Fett, was Boba Fett a good guy or a bad guy?
He was a bad guy that we knew.
Stop
but
it that.
Wait,
Stop it that.
Wait. I can't even say that. I can't even say that because let's be real. It's all like in our brain. They never said anything. He didn't have any like lines and shit really. Like we just knew that he worked for the Empire. That's it. He was a hired hand.
hand.
Just because, they have plumbing on the Death Star doesn't mean that an evil plumber, like put in the toilet, like.
Yeah, but you take the risk when you put in a toilet on the Death Star.
I guess, but
that conversation has been had.
Money is money. And like, he's a bounty hunter. He's trying to make money. If you look at Mando, would you say Mando's a bad guy? He's a bounty hunter. He kills people. He's badass. He's got
morals.
There's a difference, morals. Right, but there's a difference between badass and bad guy.
Little things we
don't really know Boba's. We didn't know Boba's stuff. He was such a short-lived, such a tiny fucking part in Star Wars. If you go back and watch that shit, it's so fucking small.
He's got like 4 minutes of screen time.
Don't even get me started, man. Don't even get me started.
He's just standing there in all his shots. Like, but listen, man, he's a bounty hunter, and I don't want to see a bounty hunter retire and watch a show about him retiring and trying to take over a massive city with 7 people, and half of them are Power Rangers. Okay, like I don't even want to like, it's just I feel like they could have planned this out a little bit better than this synopsis that we got.
Sure, I agree.
Is what I'm gonna say about that.
We didn't.
But we didn't.
The series ended. It was mediocre. So let's just give it a grade. How many lightsabers you give in a series?
2.5.
2.5 lightsabers.
It wasn't a Boba series.
Out of 10. 2.5.
Out of 10. Out of 10. I thought you were doing 5. I'm sorry.
Let's do 10.
Let's do 6.3.
A 6.3. Okay. I feel like that's a fair grade for it. I'm gonna say 7.2 though. There were things that I liked towards the end, and I feel like I understood why they did do some of the stuff they did. I don't agree with it. But I felt like it was like a commercial type for like, this is what we're gonna do. These are the types of creatures that we're gonna have in these other things, like the Pikes. Are the Pikes like a new creature that they like created just for this, or do you not know? I don't know.
No, they were in the Han Solo movie.
Okay, so I mean, like, I feel like it's just like an introductory, like a new introductory to like all these different factions of people. They show us a little more Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, you got the Crimson people too, and all that.
Yeah, those like dog looking people. They showed us a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
like
the butt faces. Yeah, and supposedly, and I watched a video the other day about, I guess, Wookiee lore, and the reason why Wookiees don't like those lizard people is because the lizard people hunt Wookiees.
Yeah,
or they used to hunt Wookiees or whatever, and he, obviously it's like a race thing where they just don't like each other, which is
correct.
Kind of weird that they threw that in a Disney thing, but
well, I mean, there was a lot of different Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of different hands in there, I mean, it's there's definitely a lot.
I know they like step on eggshells when they make these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, well, that's clearly racist that he's doing that, and
yeah, just a little bit.
He just doesn't like the lizard people, and the lizard people just doesn't like Wookiees. Like, it's like, okay, apparently, in a galaxy long time ago, there was racism as well. So
it's crazy.
Kind of crazy, but.
All right, so we're saying goodbye to Chewin the Fett.
Bye, Chewin the Fett. Take it easy, bro. How do you feel?
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I definitely feel like
the Rancor was cool. Let's end it on a good note. The Rancor was cool. The King Kong thing was dumb, but him riding it and him eating people and tearing up those big machines and stuff, that was pretty badass, man.
But let's face it, though. I mean, the whole episode, the reason why it was good was really Mando. He was wrecking shop.
And Grogu.
And little Grogu.
And the Rancor.
Yeah. And the no eyebrows lady.
If Boba Fett wasn't even in this episode, it would probably be a better episode.
It wouldn't have surprised us.
It wouldn't have surprised you. Oh, you'll see him next season. He's out doing his thing.
Yeah.
And even afterwards, after he jumped off. Well, you know what? It was funny, too, because I watched it again today. And, obviously he goes off and does his own thing. And the Rancor is like wrecking shop or whatever. The Rancor wrecked shop for like a long time. Like, where is Boba Fett? Like, he does realize this thing is wrecking the city that he's trying to save, right? Like,
he's supposed to be like the mama. He's supposed to be able to like
gone
put his hand
for
up and
a
stop
while.
it.
Like, where are you, bro? Like, Mando has literally been fighting this dude for like a half an hour by himself, and like,
well, he was fighting Cad Bane.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought Boba Fett like took his sweet ass time to
for sure
go play with the Rancor again or whatever.
I guess, man.
Had to have Baby Yoda step it up and put him to sleep.
That was pretty funny. But all right, let's talk about some Spider-Man stuff. So I don't know, I want to say like last year or so, they started coming out with the retro Spider-Man toys, Marvel Legends.
Oh yeah, now, the 90s ones, right?
Yeah. So when they came out with them, I mean, I have one over here just to show as an example.
Do you have Webman with you?
I don't. He's on a vacation somewhere.
He's on vacation.
Yeah.
Getting a tan.
So the artwork and everything like that for it is like looks exactly like the original figures. But I mean the figures from, was it like 94 or 96?
Now these were based off the cartoon, right?
Yes. Yeah. Now the other figures that they came out with in 94 and 96, I believe they were Toy Biz, and they were smaller. So, and they didn't have as much articulation as these. Like, these are really cool, man. I mean, like, they're
super bendable.
They're super articulated, as you would want a Spider-Man to be, because you know you want to put them in like different positions and stuff like that. Now my gripe, okay, with these companies is the fact that, like, okay, this is a good one, okay. Now the reason why this is a good one is because he has open hands, right? Then he has like
the slinger hands.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have the slinger hands.
Oh, he doesn't have the slinger hands.
Now, I'm glad he doesn't have the slinger hands, okay? Because all of them had the slinger hand, okay?
Okay.
So all of them don't have the open palm for him to be able to climb, okay? And I mean, this one is a little different because Spider-Man 2099, he has claws. Not all of them have claws, so like, I don't really care about that one. But they came with the fists and they came with the open hand.
Okay.
Now, all the other Spider-Man figures that they come out with have just two fists or two webs. That's it. They couldn't have come out with just like one web and one open hand and two fists. Like that makes more sense, right?
That would make sense.
But they don't do that. So, I mean, it's a little tough to be able to do some of the pictures and stuff like that. I know people, they'll buy the hands and stuff like that. There's other companies. I mean, they did come out with other figures, other Spider-Man figures that fit this line, because these are Marvel Legend figures, even though they don't look exactly like Marvel Legends, they are. So people match up like different hands and stuff like that with them. They'll paint them and customize them and stuff like that. So I'm just a little mad, I guess, because I ordered a whole wave and it got pushed back till March, and then when I checked again, it got pushed back to May.
Oh man, that's the worst.
So that's the one with the symbiote suit Spider-Man.
I'm still waiting on my Ultron that I ordered. Yeah, I never got them. Months ago, dude. Like months ago.
These services need to get with it.
I know.
You know, that's why I like to buy things like physically at the store, just a little bit better. Like if I'll see the whole wave, I'll buy it.
Well, if you can grab it and touch it and it's there. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, for sure. But I just I wish they had a little bit more variety with that stuff. But let's get into the next thing. So, all right, you got a 3D printer, bro.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week for sure, man. So this thing right here is my 3D printer. So let me show you some cool stuff that I made. So now, everything takes forever on these things. It's like kind of like, it reminds me of like, I know this is going to sound dated, but when like the CD burners first started coming out, you know, how they had like 48 times or 32 times or 8. It started with like 4 times, and it would take you like 16 hours to burn like a 12-track CD, you know. So I feel like we're in the middle of it now. Like I can get one that prints really fast, but they're really expensive, you know, to where this one that I got is only like $300 or something like that. And it does pretty cool stuff. So the first thing I made was like a little test thing. It was already on like the little card that they gave me. It's like a little doggy. I don't know if you can see it. So
yeah,
it's like a little.
It's hard to see detail, but yeah,
it's hard to see detail. It actually came out really good. It's nice and smooth. I don't think I'd really need to do too much to it to kind of finish it off. Just a couple little strands that are still kind of poked out.
Okay.
You know, you take a little sandpaper to it or whatnot.
Sure, and that was like a test one, right?
That was a test one. So the second one, I wanted to do something a little cooler. So I went like a Dragon Ball Z route, and I was trying to print out this figure, and he's just kind of small, and I didn't really finish him yet. So this is like my little Goku figure, and he has like a little base. I didn't finish. I still have an arm and a leg to do. But I got kind of frustrated with that one because he was so small. Like I felt like if I would have did him a little bit bigger, I would have got a little bit more detail in him and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let's just go big or go home. So my print that just finished literally like an hour ago.
Oh shit!
Is one of 3 pieces to my Iron Man mask I'm building. Now, obviously, this is black, and I'm gonna paint it or whatever. But you know, it's pretty solid, man.
That's cool, man.
Like, so it took like 2 days to make this thing. So
wow,
I got
2 days. Well, that's some detail to it.
Well, that's the hardest piece because the other pieces are smaller, and they kind of like, I think the other piece is like the jaw one, and then the back part, and then you gotta like kind of glue it together or whatnot.
Sure.
So they shouldn't take as long, but it'll be cool to like that be my first like official cool project to put together. Would be an Iron Man helmet. So.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
They're pretty easy. I didn't think it was gonna be as easy as it is. I gotta obviously brush up on some 3D mapping and 3D creation and stuff like that. But you know, besides that, there's YouTube videos for all that fun stuff. So, and a lot of things you could just buy for super cheap. Like the Iron Man mask was actually free. Like I just downloaded the file and threw it in there and set my settings and press print.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
2 days later, I got a mask. So it's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, man. The possibilities are endless. There's so many masks out there. You got Jason. You got Peacemaker. You know, like
I was thinking about Peacemaker too. It'd be cool to do a Peacemaker one.
That'd be cool. You know, I saw somebody do a Cad Bane one.
I gotta get that silver filament so I could do the Peacemaker or like a Mando helmet or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. You got a cool Mando helmet.
Boba Fett helmet would be super cool one day.
Sure.
You know, so
or a trooper.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I would really, if I got a stormtrooper helmet, I would want that voice changer thing that they have in like and like the legit ones that they sell. Like
same thing with Vader. Yeah, if you did a Vader one, you would need that.
You'd have to get the voice changer, man, for sure.
Yes.
So I might end up putting like printing some blue eye things to go behind it so it's all lit up or whatever, and putting some LEDs in there so it's like super lit up. I'm gonna make it cool, like kind of like a bust, but like just a helmet bust or whatever.
Okay.
So, but
that's pretty neat.
My head's kind of big, but it might fit it. Who knows? If not, I'll throw it on my kid and take pictures. So.
There you go. Or have the wife walking around be like, blam, blam, blam.
That's it. It's like, go put on something sexy and wear this helmet.
That's too funny, man. So that's awesome, man. Can't wait to see some more of those. That's really cool.
Yeah, we'll check back with me next week and see what else I printed.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so next thing we got on the list, we're talking a little bit about Funko Products. Sure. So Funko is a great company. Obviously, we love Funko. I hate Funko. Yeah, maybe just because they have so many things that you want. That's why you hate it.
No, I really like them. I got their app. I get their newsletter. It's like the one thing that I was like, sure, I'll get your newsletter. I don't ever do that for nobody.
Yes. Yeah. I have the Funko app as well, too. And I have my collection on there because it's good to know your prices, especially when you resell or you just like to, it's like baseball cards, man. When your investment goes up, it's nice to strike while the iron's hot. I bet you those.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm kind of jelly because me and my sister-in-law, we were comparing our lists not too long ago, and she just started collecting Funko, so she's got maybe like 6 or 7. But hers are worth like a lot of money compared to like I've got like 30 or 40 of them, and probably 20 of them or 25 of them are like just $10 ones or something like that.
Yeah, man. I don't have too many that are worth a lot anymore because when something's worth a couple bucks, man, I'll if it's worth it to me,
sell
if I got it cheap, I definitely will sell while it's hot, But my Funko list is kind of low. I still have some new ones that I have to add to it. But if I look at my value right now, it's at $22.81. So $22.81.
Nice.
The highest one on there, they're about like $80 to $75. Jimi Hendrix with the Flames.
Cool.
Buffy. Steven Universe ones. Paramount, Peridot, and Amy Winehouse.
How much is Amy Winehouse worth?
She's worth 70. You got the David Bowie, Jareth from the Labyrinth. Those are both worth about 50.
I got this Spiderman right here, and I got 2 of them worth 90.
Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah. So then everything else is about 40 bucks, and it just kind of goes through the list. I think like my cheapest one on here, let's say, Can't always talk about all the expensive. Is Charmander. It was one of my sons, $7.
Ah, there you go.
Less than the value. Let's see what else. Look, Oliver Queen.
Yeah, I got a Randy up here. He's like a $6 one or something.
But Randy's awesome. He's priceless.
Awesome.
He's priceless.
He's such a crappy pop though, because he just has like just regular dark eyes, and it's just like such a basic pop, like compared to the other ones. So
a lot of them were for the South Park ones. And see, like that's, I don't know. I guess I'm just like figure snobby. So like when I see something that I'm like, nah, I like you. Like I like what you're about, but you just don't look exactly like I want you to.
Well, there's a big difference between like, all right, I know you could barely see him, but
I see it.
And like, such a difference.
Such a difference. You're right. But it's like different drab colors, compared to, one another.
Yeah.
But that line, they came out with Terrence and Phillip, and those were pretty cool looking. They're a little bit more detailed, because their heads and stuff. But since we're talking about South Park, let's just get into South Park real quick.
Sure.
So
I was gonna say let's end it on this South Park.
Okay, that's fine. So South Park's season 25 has kicked off, and it's you can watch it on Comedy Central live. But if you're like me and you don't have cable, you can watch it on HBO Max.
Perfect.
So I watched the first episode because you sent it to me. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they were putting them on their stories,
which is amazing, and they should keep doing stuff like that because they're awesome. But the first one was Pajama Day, and that one was pretty funny. I think I was like crying. Like that's how funny it was. Man.
Pajama Day was awesome.
Great.
The Met Gala. The Met Gala
thing was funny. The whole Nazi thing was crazy, funny. I really like PC Principal. I think he's like a funny new character that they added into it. Instead of like Mr. Mackey or whatever, his voice sounded weird, man. It sounded a little different.
Well, the old principal was boring. The blonde haired lady or whatever.
Yeah, no, we didn't like her either. Just like the mayor's kind of boring too.
Yeah, the mayor's kind of boring.
So this one was it did involve PC Principal, like the smallest hair, but that's because it was just at the school. But this one was about Token.
Okay.
So it turns out that Token's not his name. His name's actually Tolkien.
Tolkien.
Yeah, like the author of Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
And how Stan was the only person that didn't know that. So he's just like a racist piece of shit.
Oh, damn.
So it's really funny. And then they have like a competing weed business at the end. So yeah. So
who goes into the weed business?
Tolkien's father.
Yeah.
Well, because Randy wanted someone of color with his product, because that they were saying that like an all white owned business is just not going to make it in today's market.
No, definitely not.
So he basically
need to diversify your bonds.
So he guilt trips his family, and he's like, guys, I never see any black people around here. He's like, Stan, don't you have a friend? And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, why don't you invite him over? How come I never see you playing with him over here? Just you and him, huh?
That's funny. South Park is out of control, bro. They definitely hit on definitely controversial subjects, and they get away with it all the time because they don't care. And they're just gonna hit it next, and they're so current with their stuff. It's insane, dude.
Well, that's why this one was so funny on a different level, because it was like they were correcting themselves.
Yeah.
To a degree. Yeah. That's why it was so funny. Like they purposely did. Like nobody asked them to do this.
Yeah, they're just gonna do their own thing. Man.
They just did their own thing, which is like just so great. Like Matt Stone and Trey Parker are like definitely like in a league of their own.
Oh, they're geniuses, bro. I've always thought that, man. Even with the first couple seasons and all their other like basketball and just all their movies.
Look at Book of Mormon, bro. They're killing it with that.
It's like insane. They're so smart and just like, and it's weird because a lot of their jokes are like meant for like a 17-year-old, but there's a lot of smart into it too, to where like there was stuff that I wouldn't get back then that I get now, but like it was still entertaining to me on that level as well.
Yeah, they're definitely crazy with the levels, and like you said, like they get away with a lot of stuff for sure, and this episode was no different. So I'm really looking forward to this season, just to see what else they do. There's a lot of cool, crazy current things. I mean, we know that that rocket's going crazy towards gonna hit the moon. You know, they're gonna do something like that. Hopefully. You know, is that coincidence that Space Force is getting a season 2? You know that you know this is happening.
I know. I'm pretty sure I watched the first season. I don't remember too much. I need to watch it again.
Great.
It was so funny.
So funny. Way funnier than I thought it was gonna be.
A lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. So maybe we'll do a Space Force segment.
Maybe
when that drops.
Yeah.
And then you got Doctor Strange on May 6th. The new trailer just came out.
Doctor Strange. All right, so let's talk about trailers just for a quick second.
So good. Did you watch it?
I've been watching a lot. I watched that trailer. I've been watching a lot of trailers. I watched the trailer for one of my favorite Stephen King movies, Firestarter. So you know, obviously Drew Barrymore was the original kid, you know, and that I feel personally that was like really what like solidified her place in like, you know, movies and stuff like that. Like she really killed it in that role.
Was that before E.T.?
I think E.T. was first.
E.T. was first.
Yeah, this was like an actual speaking, like this was her movie. You know what I mean? So she was like basically she was the star of it. Sure. And you know, she did a great job. And I don't know, like I always liked her from this, but I've always liked that movie. And I know they made sequels and reboots and all kinds of stuff, but they are redoing it again. And it looks a little bit more like a horror movie. And
they'll probably do like the same thing like they did with Carrie. You know, they'll just modernize it and you know, for
sure. And then I saw Jordan Peele's new trailer called Nope.
Yeah, that looks good, dude. He is just putting out gold. Everything he touches is gold.
So cool. I mean, like he's definitely taking the place of M. Night Shyamalan. Ding
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I watched Old. Did you see Old?
I did not see Old.
I watched it not that long ago.
Don't even make me start with that. I was supposed to go see it. My mom does not watch like movies in the theater for sure. Like unless it's like a Medea movie or something. Okay. So she saw that I was coming out. She likes M. Night Shyamalan movies.
I do too, man. I like Split. I like
but like she like specifically just watches like those. Okay. Like you know what I mean? Like it's weird. So she watched Old without me, bro. Like she told me about it. She's like, "Oh, did you see the trailer?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." I was like, "I'll go to the theater with you and see it." She's like, "Okay, cool." You know, and then she went by herself.
She went to the theater
purposely not watching the movie. No.
That's crazy because like she obviously knows you like go to movies all the time.
Yeah, ma. Yeah.
Like, well, no, it's crazy because like obviously like we live in different states now, but just back in the day in high school, like you used to go with your dad like every weekend to the movies. Like that was your guys' thing. So like it's not like it's like out of weird character like you don't want to go see a movie.
Yeah. You know? I know. I don't know what her deal was with that one, but
she didn't want to share popcorn.
And it was funny, bro. Yeah, she was. Oh, don't even get me started with that. But yeah, no, man. So I just haven't caught it yet, but I will for sure. I was playing around. I do like M. Night Shyamalan a lot.
I thought it was kind of weird. You know, obviously it's not like Split or anything. It's kind of like he's back to like his own weird stories and stuff like that. But
okay. I mean, I'm down for it. I heard he was supposed to get a Tales from the Crypt thing, but then I saw maybe Snoop Dogg might possibly be getting a Tales from the Crypt thing, and they spelled crypt differently. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, did they?
So let's talk about Super Bowl really quick. So Super Bowl halftime special, man, was killer.
It was awesome. I loved it.
Snoop Dogg tore it up.
Eminem tore it up.
I mean, this was it was like a Dr. Dre thing for sure.
I
thought people in the
boxes and stuff. I thought how he had the studio set up because that was that was just like that's his thing, you know. So for them to have like a studio set up for him to do all the beats and stuff, like 'cause that's his thing, dude. Like he's an okay rapper, and you know he obviously gets other people to write his stuff.
Well, he showed us he could play piano too, you know. Like
well, he
can
play
do that though, but
play a couple notes on me.
Yeah. But, no, he does good.
But that whole studio situation was awesome. The band was awesome. Was that the dude from the Roots? I thought that dude was from the Roots, but it's not him, right? I was like, I didn't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Mary J. Blige was awesome.
Yeah, she killed it with that crazy note, like she definitely went nuts.
Now I didn't see the beginning. Was Kendrick Lamar not there? Did 50 Cent replace it? Oh, he did. Okay, I didn't see Kendrick.
50 Cent was there.
Okay, 50
I seen
50's thing.
Okay, so 50's thing was weird when he was upside down. Kendrick's was he was in the boxes.
Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see the first part. I had to go.
That wasn't in the first part. That was like towards the middle part, like right before Eminem came out.
I seen when Eminem came out. That's like
right before. Did you see this? Did you see the part where they all like came out in boxes and everybody had like blonde hair with blonde goatees?
Nah, see, I didn't see that part. I was like doing something with kids, so
okay.
I like caught the end of Eminem's thing when he did the spaghetti.
Yeah, no, I think that was a song that he first started out with. I don't know, but like
I'll rewatch it again. Obviously,
what they did with him was like the stage broke.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody else's stuff was like nice and clean and cut, and like they made his like the stage broke, and then all the people were dressed in the hoodies.
And then the hoodies,
once he hit the spaghetti song, then they all ran to the thing
and
they were jumping up. So that was really cool.
And then when Snoop came on, they all jumped in their cholo fucking outfits. You know what I'm saying? Like they had
it was funny.
The Dickies on and stuff like that.
It was cool too, the perspective because when Snoop came on in the beginning, he was up top, and so was Dr. Dre. And then later on, you see Snoop and he's singing, and then you don't see how he goes down, but he goes down like a floor, and then he's on the other side of the stadium, because like they can only show like one side per side, you know what I'm saying? So like he's on the other side, and it was even cooler than the other side. So like that was really neat of them, and like whatever they did, they put a lot of time and effort into it. It was great.
I thought it was
probably one of the best ones.
I thought it was probably one of the best ones in years, dude. Like years. Yeah. I can't even tell you, or like the last good one.
Well, Prince.
What year was that though? Like
I don't know.
I'll look it up. A while ago, man.
So when Prince did the Super Bowl for that one, it was the first time ever that I don't know if it was the first time ever, but it was going to rain that Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. It was going to rain that Super Bowl. There's nothing obviously could do about it. And they said, Prince, what do you think about that? And he said, can you make it rain harder?
Can you make it rain harder?
And of course he played Purple Rain. And if you go back and you watch that, I mean, first off, the guys, he's playing in heels. Let's just be real for a second. He's playing in heels.
Yeah.
And he just put on one of the craziest performances, especially because Purple Rain is such a big song, and you can't
2007
you can't make that, and like the whole stadium, they knew that it was going to rain, so they purposely had the purple lights shining on the rain, and dude, it was money. It was money. Check it out.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, man, that's how it's burned in my head. That's the last time I remember a good Super Bowl show.
15 years ago. So that's how many bad Super Bowl halftimes that we had since. So.
Oh my God, yeah.
Terrible. So, but no, I thought they did a good job. Even when they announced it, I thought they were going to do a good job. I was like, it's about time you guys got like, someone relevant and that everybody
not even
likes.
One person, but a lot of people that they
exactly.
like, it's cool because it's cool that they run like that though. They're like, it's like a pack, you get Dr. Dre, like and he's going to bring you this person.
Well, the last couple years, they had Justin Timberlake in and out. Like not everybody likes Justin Timberlake, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the one year it was like obviously the controversy, the Justin and Janet. Like there's a lot of people who don't like Justin and Janet. Like a lot of people who don't like them. There's only a very small amount of people who like them,
Yeah.
And it's just like compared to like what you just saw today, everybody likes them. Everybody knows their songs. Everybody knows every one of their songs, So I don't know. I think it just went a long way. I thought they did a great job with the lineup. And
yeah, for sure. Pepsi's killing it.
I'm kind of upset Cincinnati lost. But I just felt like, and we were talking about this earlier. It's just like, obviously LA Rams is a new team in LA for the last couple years or whatever, but they just happen to have a Super Bowl and then they go to the Super Bowl and they win it.
And then they play California Love.
It's just like, come on,
little
man.
sus.
That's a little sus. Just throw that out there.
Got those sussy bacas, man. What's going on with that?
A little sus. So. All right, well, we'll end that on there. I think we had a pretty good show today.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. Make sure you check out us on YouTube. We do like the secondary stuff on there.
Yes, sir.
And give us a like, give us a follow, and let us know what
hit
shows you want to see.
Yeah, hit us up on TikTok.
Yeah, we've been getting a couple new followers stringing in there on TikTok. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know if you want to review anything. We'll definitely check it out for you.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Peace.